Hi guys, it's Ray Newlands here from Just for Keepers, J4K. Massive warm welcome to week 4 on our Friday focus. And today's lesson is all about how to act confident as a goalkeeper, even if you're scared and nervous, especially for a game situation. Now, this is the first time you're tuning in. Maybe you're watching this live on YouTube, or maybe you're listening on our podcast. What Friday Focus is all about is getting goalkeepers and parents of goalkeepers, and also helping goalkeeping coaches to help their students mentally prepare for their games. And the reason why we do it on a Friday evening, we go live 7 p.m. UK time every Friday, so we can help goalkeepers and parents of goalkeepers mentally prepare for their games of a weekend, whether that's a Saturday or a Sunday. Unfortunately, this is where 99% of goalkeepers get this so wrong. And what happens is they turn up for their games completely unprepared. And think about this yourself as a goalkeeper, or maybe you're a parent of a goalkeeper. How many times as a goalkeeper do you play fantastic for 2 or 3 weeks, and then terrible for 2 or 3 weeks, then amazing for 6 weeks, and then beyond terrible for another 4 weeks? It's just up and down through the season, not playing consistently well. And the reason why that is, for the most part, is that you are turning up for the game totally unprepared, guys. Totally, you've not mentally prepared. Now, if you speak to any professional goalkeeper, they will tell you that let's say they've just finished the game on a Saturday afternoon. They're already preparing for their next game. Immediately after the game, whether their next game's on a Tuesday or the following Saturday, they're already mentally preparing for their games, visually, everything, their diets, etc. It's beyond important, guys. Okay, yeah. So listen, if professional goalkeepers are doing this, should you be doing it? The answer is yes. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail what professional goalkeepers do, because it'll be too deep. That's why I'm only going to be limiting it to what you should be doing the night before your games. And because most grassroots goalkeepers play at the weekend, this is why we do this live on a Friday, 7 p.m, if that makes sense. So what you want to be doing as a goalkeeper, guys, is preparing mentally for the game. I will guarantee, if you prepare for every eventuality, when you play of a weekend, you're anticipating what could potentially happen. And this will put you in the 1% of goalkeepers, because I will guarantee 99% of goalkeepers will not do this either. Whether someone, unfortunately, will never be taught this, or, with the greatest respect, most goalkeepers will know that they need to do this, but for whatever reason, laziness, they can't be bothered, will not do this. So if you're in the 1% and you're prepared to do this, I will guarantee, guys, this will give you so much edge on your competition. Because if you're going to your games and you're not like most goalkeepers and you're reacting to everything, getting caught out on surprise, and that's where inconsistency comes in. If you're a goalkeeper and you're already preparing for what could potentially happen, okay, you're already ready to action, if that makes sense. And that's what professional goalkeepers do, guys. They prepare, so when something happens, they're ready. And that's what Friday Focus is all about, guys. We're going to get you ready for your game situations. So basically, in week 4, like I say, we're going to be teaching you how to act confident. And again, don't be scared. Don't be worried if you're nervous or scared before the game. I'm going to quickly say this as well. You'll hear me say this many times. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, we're on week 4. Go and watch week 3 and 2, because it all comes together, guys. Okay. Obviously, each lesson that we do on a weekly basis. I want to get this crystal clear. If you're nervous and scared as a goalkeeper, or any sport that you play, please don't think you're a weakling. Unfortunately, our schooling system has brought most people up that if you're scared or nervous, is that you're some type of weakling, or that you should never ask for help and advice. And I won't go into too much detail into our schooling, because I'm not a big lover of it, guys. Okay, but like I say, in the real world, in school, you're taught that if you ask for advice, that you're a cheat. But in the real world, guys, okay, the ones that propel themselves forward, they're the ones that actually ask for advice, guys. Okay, yeah. So as I say, don't think that you're a weakling, okay? It's actually natural to be nervous and scared. Now, last week, I actually think I've done a full video on it. But long story short, guys, okay, what you want to be doing, like most goalkeepers, when they're nervous and scared before a game, that gets them underconfident. They start beating themselves up. They start thinking, oh, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to look terrible. And what happens is they actually beat themselves before they even go onto the field. What I'm going to be teaching you as the weeks go by is, when you're feeling nervous and scared, you say to yourself, good, brilliant. Okay, I'm ready. Being nervous and scared is my body telling me I'm ready for battle. And then what happens then is we will teach you that when you're nervous and scared, how you can actually turn that into positive energy so that you can go out and play the best goalkeeping that you can play, guys. It's super, super important. So the first message, guys, before I get into the crux of this lesson, is you are not a weakling, guys, okay, by being nervous and scared, okay? I know that we've been brainwashed, okay, throughout our schooling for that, but it's actually natural to be nervous and scared, okay? It's very, very natural, but the key is how to control that nervousness, how to control that nervousness and turn that into positive energy, guys, to propel us forward in life and obviously in goalkeeping. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about in this lesson one, guys, is body language creates presence. Okay, so actually I'll go back to when I was a professional goalkeeper. The first time I walked into a changing room, guys, full of professional players, I was like, oh my goodness me. So for you guys that might not know, I was a professional goalkeeper for 10 years, playing for clubs like Everton, who were in the Premier League, Plymouth Argyle, etc. And the first time I walked into a changing room, I was like, I was like, oh my God, I'm in so much trouble, because everyone felt super, just everyone oozed confidence. I was like, is it only me that feels nervous and scared here? I'm guessing you felt like that as well. Put your hand up, okay, guys. How many times have you walked into a changing rooms and gone, oh my goodness me, is it only me that feels nervous and scared? But what happened is, as I got to know my footballing friends over the weeks and months and years, I realised that they were just as nervous and scared as me. Obviously, you had the ones that were just naturally confident, but the majority of professional football players were just like me. They're just like you. They were naturally scared and nervous. But what they learned to do is how to mask, is how to hide being nervous and scared. I call it wearing masks. Okay, guys, I call it wearing a mask. So yeah, so what I do now, whenever I go anywhere, if I walk into a changing room, for example, I'll put a mask on, I'll put my shoulders back, which I'll explain in lesson one now, and I'll just pretend that I'm confident. This sounds crazy, guys, but if you pretend that you're confident, you'll eventually get to a point where you'll no longer need to pretend. You'll just automatically be confident. Please trust me on that, guys. It works big time. So lesson number one, guys, is your body language. Now, most goalkeepers, what happens, especially when they're nervous and scared, and this might be you, please don't worry about this. We're going to teach you how to get out of this. What will happen is, and so the lesson one and lesson two and lesson three is all one lesson, guys, but I'm going to break it down. So what most goalkeepers do, they'll walk into changing rooms, they'll be scared or they'll be nervous. So what they'll be doing there, guys, is they'll be biting the nails, okay? They'll have the shoulders down. They won't look the teammates in the eye. If an opponent looks at them, they'll look away. They won't look at the coaches in the eye. And what happens then is you portray, if you act nervous, guys, by, like I say, by putting your head down, not looking people in the eye, not being direct with your communication, if you act nervous, you're going to, sorry, if your body language acts nervous, when you perform nervous, if that makes sense. So what you've got to start doing, guys, okay, yeah, one sec, this turn off there. So what you've got to do to start off with is your body language. It creates your presence, okay? Now, if you look at any top professional goalkeeper, when you look at them, you go, oh my goodness me, they've got such a presence. That's what I'm going to be teaching you in this quick lesson. Having a presence as a goalkeeper is beyond important, guys. Not only for you, for your teammates, but also to actually scare the opponent as well. So the first thing you need to do, guys, is your body language. Lesson number one, body language creates your presence, your aura. So actually what you need to do, guys, okay, yeah, is even when you're feeling scared, etc., stand tall, get your shoulders back, look people in the eye. It's so important, whether it's your teammates, your coaches, etc. I'll come back to opponents in a minute. But if somebody speaks to you as well, now you could be like me. I find it difficult sometimes to get my words out. As I say, sometimes my mouth works faster than my mind, okay? But what I learned to do is just keep my answers to a question very, very brief. So if it was my coach who said, hey, Ray, I want you to come for crosses in this game, I'd be like, yes, boss. Loud and clear, just clear. Okay, so I'm with my shoulders back, okay, standing tall. I'm looking people in the eye. If my defenders look at me like, hey, we're going to have a good game today. Yes, we are. I just keep it brief. Look them in the eye, keep it brief. So imagine, actually, I'll come to lesson three, why this is important for your teammates in a moment. So the first thing you need to do is start standing tall. Don't be biting your nails, guys, okay, yeah? Okay, don't be having your head down, shoulders down. Don't be, if an opponent looks in you, especially if the opponent, if they look you in the, if they look you in the eye, most goalkeepers will turn away. Look at them. I'll come back to that in lesson three, why it's important. Look at them. You don't have to stare them out, but look at them. Give eye contact long enough. Give them eye contact long enough. put my teeth back in. Keep up eye contact long enough that you're like, I'm not phased with you. Even though inside you could be nervous and scared, don't let them see that. Okay, look at them like, no, I'm not phased that yet. So it all starts, lesson number one is your body language. Stand tall, guys, shoulders back, look people in the eye. Lesson number two, guys, and this is so important, okay? Acting confidence tricks your mind into feeling it, okay? So I've already mentioned this as well, okay? Your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and what you think. I won't go into too much detail, just trust me, guys, okay? So if you act confident, your body and mind will go, oh, raise confidence. And if you do it long enough, like I've already mentioned, you'll eventually start to act confident, guys. It'll become natural. But also what you've got to do from going on from lesson one, where you had your shoulders back, etc. You've got to move with purpose. Walk like you own the pitch, okay? So again, you look at, again, the best way to do this, look at your favorite professional goalkeepers or professional players, or no matter what sport that you like, look at your favorite professional athletes. I will guarantee they will walk with the ear of confidence, okay? So professional goalkeepers, like I say, the most nicest guys in the world. Actually, a guy's just come to mind, the captain of Liverpool, Van Dijk, giant of a man, very, very quietly spoken, not arrogant, not screaming and shouting, but he just walks with such an aura about him. You know that if he's walking down the tunnel onto the pitch, you know that this guy is a good player, or this guy believes in himself, because walking with that aura. Just watch your favorite professional athletes, your professional goalkeepers, and they will walk with an aura. They'll stand shoulders, like I say, they'll stand with the body language, shoulders tall, but they'll walk with purpose. Okay, so when they're, when they're walking into the changing rooms, I say shoulders back, walking tall with a bit of, not arrogance, guys, but hey, I'm here, I'm confident. When they walk onto the pitch, again, hey, I'm here. Again, not being arrogant, they're being confident, guys. There's a big difference, okay? So it's important how you walk and talk. And again, you're looking people in the eye all the time. You're not staring them out, okay? You're just letting them know. You're looking at them long enough as a, listen, you're not phasing me. Even though inside you could be nervous or scared, guys, because I promise you, the longer you do this, the longer you pretend, you'll eventually not be scared or nervous. And that leads on to lesson number three, guys. And this is beyond important. Defenders feed off your confidence, guys, okay? Yeah. So again, imagine if you're a goalkeeper, and I made this mistake many, many, many times because nobody told me, even as a professional goalkeeper, guys, nobody told me this vital skill. So as a goalkeeper, obviously I was nervous and scared, and I played many, many years ago when this was not taught. Again, mental resilience wasn't taught when I played back as a professional. Basically, all we were told as professionals, all I was told as a goalkeeper, keep a clean sheet, you keep your place. Let goals in, you're going to get dropped. That was about the mental. And again, I'm not blaming my coaches, by the way, back then, because they knew no better. But as a professional goalkeeper, I did this many times myself, where I was nervous and scared before the game. So I'd be biting my nails, I'd have my head down, I'd be huffing, I'd be breathing. And then what happens then, if my defenders are looking at me, they're going to go, oh my God, Ray's nervous, he's agitated, and that agitates your defence. And if your coach is looking at you as well, they're going to go, oh my goodness me, Ray is looking nervous, okay? Ray's looking a bit scared. That actually agitates and actually makes your teammates and your coaches nervous by you being nervous, okay? So like I say, lesson one and lesson two about like standing tall, looking people in the eye, walking with a bit of arrogance, a bit of confidence. That's for you. That's to make you feel good, okay? Yeah, okay. And I promise you, the longer you do this, you will feel good, guys, okay? And you will start to feel confident. But also as well, by you doing lesson one and lesson two, it will make your teammates feel beyond confident. So going back to me being a professional goalkeeper, as I learned this, as I got older as a professional, even though I was scared and nervous, I would walk into the changing rooms. As I say, I'd be looking my defenders in the eye. I'd have my shoulders back. I'd be walking with a bit of confidence. And what happens then is my defenders are looking at me going, brilliant, Ray's on the ball today. I don't have to worry about Ray. I'll just focus on what's going on in front of me because I know Ray's got me covered behind. Can you see how important it is, guys? Okay. And what happens here, when your teammates portray confidence in you, that boosts your confidence even more. But it's got to start from you. A lot of people think it's got to start from other people. It doesn't. Confidence starts from you. You start believing in yourself, even though, like I say, you could be pretending to start off with. But people won't, I promise you guys, your opponents, your teammates, your coaches will not realize you're pretending. They'll go, oh, wow, what's happened today? All of a sudden, look super confident. So I portray confidence in myself first. Then my teammates go, wow, Ray looks super, super confident. They've got confidence on me. That boosts me even more, guys. My coaches got confidence in me. That boosts me even more again. And also think about it as well. If you're a coach and you've got 2 or 3 goalkeepers in your squad, what goalkeeper are you going to choose? The maybe 1 or 2 goalkeepers that look a bit nervous and scared, or the goalkeeper that just looks super confident, acts confident, portrays confidence, gives confidence to the team. Who are they going to give the shout with? They're going to give, I promise you guys, okay, they're going to give the opportunities to the goalkeepers that ooze confidence. Again, if you know anything about Just for Keepers and J4K, we've helped hundreds or thousands of goalkeepers achieve their dreams to become professional goalkeepers, gain college scholarships in the United States. And I will tell you this now, the goalkeepers that make the grade are not necessarily the best goalkeepers technically on the field. It's the goalkeepers with the solid mindset. They always win all the time. I promise you guys, okay, yeah, you develop your mindset, you will be in the top 1% of goalkeepers your age. And I don't care how far behind you are other goalkeepers at the moment. Okay, it will help you become in the 1%. And last but not least as well, this is where it helps you against opponents. So imagine, actually, let's say it this way. In a game situation, as you're warming up, I will guarantee you're watching the goalkeeper, you're watching the opponent, you're thinking, oh my goodness me, that centre forward looks big, or wow, they're fantastic with the right foot, or they can't kick with the left foot. You're watching the opponents. But here's the kicker, guys. If you're watching them, they're watching you. Okay, yeah. So if a striker is watching you, they turn around and they see you warming up in goal, and you look a bag of nerves. Like I said, you bite your nails. If your gloves are off, you've got your head down, you're quiet. That centre forward is going to go, brilliant, I'm going to bully this goalkeeper today. But if that centre forward turns around and sees you in goal, and you've got that aura about you, you're standing tall, you're looking people in the eye, you're nice and loud, you're shouting, you're laughing, and you just ooze confidence. Like I say, even though inside you could be scared, okay, remember you're pretending. I will guarantee the striker will turn around and go, whoa, this keeper looks super confident. I've got my work cut out here today. And I will teach you as we go on in these weeks and months to come, guys, okay, yeah, teach you how you can actually destroy a centre forward mentally, even before the game's kicked off. Okay, and when the game's kicked off, these things that you can say and do that can mentally destroy a centre forward, guys. Okay, you look at the best goalkeepers in the world. They're, again, unfortunately, 99.9% of supporters and coaches and even the teammates don't see this. But the amount of times a top-level goalkeeper will actually make a save without making a save, if that makes sense, okay? Because they've mentally destroyed the centre forwards, okay? There's so many things that you can do in a game situation, and it's not about talking, it's not about bullying them, it's not about saying nasty things to them, it's things that you can do with your eyes, with your goalkeeping, that can mentally destroy a centre forward. And we'll teach you how to do this, guys, as the weeks and months go on. And also, last but not least as well, if you're playing in a game situation and it might be a corner, for example, and an opposing player looks in your eyes or pushes you, for example, most goalkeepers, again, will put their head down. Just look at them. Just look at them and just go, yeah, you can just look at them and just shake your head and laugh. Okay, yeah, if you're not sure what to say. What was it? Again, like I say, yeah, I recommend most goalkeepers do this. Okay, yeah, just look at them. If they look, again, don't make the mistake of putting your head down, guys, because I promise you, the centre forward will be like, I've got them here. But if the centre forward looks at you or pushes it, and you look at them and just go, what are you doing? And just sort of push him away. I promise you, they're going to be like, oh, okay, dear me. But as you get older, these things that you can say to centre forwards, which I won't go into too much detail here because I'll go on too long. I'm going to finish now. These things that you can say to centre forwards, guys, at set pieces, where I promise you guys, the centre forward will go, oh, crikey. If I get on the wrong side of this goalkeeper, he or she is going to snap me in two. And if you get an opportunity to do that, guys, there's many times, guys, seriously, where I could have caught a ball coming for the cross, but I've punched the ball and I've made sure that I've punched the centre forward's head off their shoulders. And I'll guarantee you guys, 99.9% of them will not come back, okay, yeah. But again, that'll be for another video, okay. In this video, guys, it's just about walking tall, standing tall. Again, if you're feeling underconfident or scared as a goalkeeper or nervous, please remember, it's natural to be nervous. You are not a weakling, but please trust me as I finish this lesson. If you act confident for long enough, you will become beyond confident, not only in yourself, your opponent, your teammates, your coaches, your parents, everyone, basically everyone that you deal with will know that you're a confident person, and they will treat you in a different way, which will actually raise your confidence even more. But you've got to remember, guys, okay, we cannot wait for permission to say, come on, get your head up, get your confidence up. It comes from us, okay, ourselves. The only way other people be confident in ourselves is we're confident in us first. And guys, I promise you this, as easy as it sounds, if you pretend to be confident, like I said in lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, walk tall, look people in the eye, just give simple answers back, be loud and clear. If you do it long enough, you will be beyond confident and you will be in the top 1% of goalkeepers in your age. And I'll guarantee if your dream is to become a professional or semi-professional goalkeeper, you will have the edge on your competition, especially if they've not developed their mindset. You'll have so much advantage on a goalkeeper, guys. I don't care how good they are in between the sticks. If they mentally fall apart every time you have a bit of pressure, even though they might be a better goalkeeper than you, I would guarantee you'll achieve your dreams. You'll have better opportunities. You'll get more options of getting the #1 shirt ahead of any goalkeeper who could be fantastic, but has got no confidence, guys. Confidence is the secret to your success. Again, guys, wherever you're listening to this anywhere, please comment below. If you're nervous or scared before the game, how do you deal with that? So please help the goalkeeping community. Wherever you're listening to this below, wherever you're listening to this video or watching this video, please comment below. How do you deal with being lack of confidence or being scared as a goalkeeper? Hope that helped, guys, and I'll see you next week in week number 5. And please remember, go and watch the previous weeks because it all gels together, guys, each session that we do. And I look forward to seeing you next Friday, 7 p.m. UK time.